next question says, which town or city had the greatest difference between its minimum and maximum temperatures? And we had to show all our workings. So the easiest way to do that is to, in fact, look at our graph. Now, each of these divisions is 5, and the greatest difference is going to be where the difference between our red and our blue is highest. So if you go through it, you can see it's definitely between Durban and Messina. Now, Durban, if you have a look here, we've got, it's going to be 22 degrees, and Messina is only going to be 20. So it's going to definitely be Durban. And you need to show that working. So you must write Durban equals your 37 minus your 15 gives you your 22, and your Messina 40 minus 20 gives you your 20 degrees. Okay, let's move on. Now, Kimberley is has an extremely hot summer and a very cold winter. Therefore, houses in Kimberley need to be cooled and heated. Often the air conditioners are used to cool and heat the houses. Now, air conditioners require electricity and come in different output capacities. The output capacity is the measure of the amount of heat removed from a room for cooling or the amount that is added to a room for heating. Now, output capacity is measured in kilowatts, where 1 kilowatt is 1,000 watts. There they've given us a conversion which we're going to have to use. Now, the output capacity of a specific model air conditioner needed to cool a living room is 125 watts per square meter of floor area. We have to calculate firstly the output capacity in kilowatts of an air conditioner that would cool or heat a living room of 4 meters by 5.25 meters. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to calculate the area. And area is going to be our length times breadth. That's quite a simple calculation there. So it's going to be 4 multiplied by 5.25, and if you multiply those in your calculator, you are going to get 21 square meters. Now, they told us that the output is 125 watts per square meter. So to find our output, we are going to go 21 multiplied by the 125, and that is going to give us 2,625 watts. Now, you need to go and check your instructions, and it says that they want to know how many kilowatts. So we need to convert this. So to convert, we're going to divide by 1,000. So it's going to give us 2,625 kilowatts. And please remember to put your units. Okay, next question with the air conditioner. The recommended area in square meters of a living room which could be cooled by this model air conditioner, having a capacity of 2,000 watts output. Okay, so now this is the reverse of what we have just done. So what they've told us now is that we know we've got 2,000 watts. So we're going to take our 2,000 watts and we are going to divide by the 125 kilowatts, and then we work that out, and you see you're going to get a room of 16 square meters. So when you've got that size, it is going to be good for a room of 16 square meters. Okay, let's look at the next question. I just got to quickly get to it. Okay, Mosima wants to buy an LCD TV and saw it advertised at 25,000 Rand. She does not have enough money to pay cash for the TV, so she has an option of either taking a loan from a microlender or the option of paying by means of an installment sale, in other words, a hire purchase agreement. Now, suppose that Mosima borrows 25,000 Rand from a microlender to pay for the TV. The amount she has to repay every month depends on the length of time she takes to repay the loan. Now, Table 6 shows the different loan options that she can choose from. Okay, so if we have a look at our table over there, there are different repayment options in Rand for a loan from the microlender. I seem to have lost my page here. Okay, right, so let's have a look at the questions that we need. Oh, if you just have a look at this over here, you'll see that these here have got a single star, a double star, and 3 star. So what they do, they explain to us what those different values are. So the first one is an initiation fee, is the amount charged by the microlender to process the loan application and is payable when the loan has been approved. A monthly installment is the amount paid monthly, and a monthly administration fee is an additional cost that is added to the monthly installment. Okay, so what are we going to do with that? The total amount to be repaid is given by the following formula. Total amount in Rand to be repaid is your initiation fee added to your number of installments multiplied by the sum of your monthly installment and the administration fee. So they want us to use the formula to calculate the missing value A. So we need to look at our table and see where A is. Here A is over here. Okay, so we will need to find out what the monthly installment is. So we've got our formula, and the formula told us that it is going to be the total amount paid is going to be your initiation fee, this one over here, multiplied by the number of months, which we've got at the top here, and multiplied by the sum of these two amounts. So I've started that equation up on here on the piece of paper, and that is what our value is going to be, except this is supposed to be an A. Okay, so we're going to do the reverse now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to subtract 1,140 from the amount that we have got there. So we've got 48,534.06 minus 1,140, and we change that into a decimal, and it gives us 47,394,06, and that is 42 multiplied by your A plus 57. The next thing we've got to do is get rid of this 42, so we're going to divide both sides here by 42. So I've got my answer on my calculator, divided by 42, and that gives us 1,128 Rand and 43 cents, and that is A plus 57. So to find out what A is, we've got to subtract our 57. So we've got our answer on here, so we're going to go minus 57, and that gives us 1,071 Rand and 43 cents. And what is our units here? It is Rand. So please don't forget to go and put that in. Okay. Our next question says, how much does this loan actually cost her? Okay, so let's have a look at what the loan costs her. What we've got to have a look at, here's the amount here. It's this amount, which is what the total we're going to repay, and the loan amount started at 25,000. So what we have to do is we've got to take the final amount that we're going to be paying and subtract the 25,000. So it's going to be 43,534.06. We're going to subtract the 25,000, and at the end of the day, the loan has cost her 18,534 Rand and 6 cents. That is a huge amount that she has to pay. Okay, right, now let's have 43 minus 25. I think I might have made a mistake here. Can I just check my calculation there? 43,534.06 minus 25. 18,000. I've got that same answer. Okay, right. Let's carry on with the next question. Now, our next question says, get it to it here. Suppose Massima chose to pay the loan over 42 months. How much? We did that one now. Okay, next, calculate the annual percentage interest rate if the loan is taken over 24 months. And if you use the formula, 1 plus I is the nth root of A over P. Now, they tell you here exactly what the different values are. So A is your monthly installment in rands, P is the amount of the loan in rands, N is your number of monthly installments, and I is your interest rate per month. Okay, so this formula, as you know, it comes from your compound angle formula. I like to start by writing down the A-pin, which are our 4 different values we have to find. So first of all, how are we going to find A? It's going to be our monthly installment amount, which is 1,562.50, and it is for 24 months. So that gives us a total of 37,000 Rand 500. Our principal is the amount that we started with, which is what she borrowed, which is 25,000. The interest rate is the one that we're looking for, and our time is 2 years, so it is going to be 24 months. When I take, and here's our formula, the first thing I like to do is to take this one and to take it over to the other side and do the calculation in one step. So I is going to be, so what is our nth root? It is our number of months, it's 24. Our A value is 37,500. We're going to divide that by 25,000, and then we are going to subtract 1. So now please, when you're doing this on your calculator, make certain you don't make any mistake. So to find the 24th root, we have to, first we've got to put in our 24, and then 24, get the correct thing to make sure that we're finding the root. We've then got 37,500. We're going to divide that by 25,000. We're then going to go outside of that. We are going to subtract 1, and that is going to give us an I value of 0,0170. Now, this is a decimal. We need to change it to a percentage. So we are going to multiply by 100, and that gives you 1,703, and that is per month. So to change that to per annum, we have to take our answer, multiply by 12, and that's going to give us a final answer for the interest rate of 20,44%, and they told us to round off to one decimal place, so it's going to be, this was a 5 here, this is going to be 0,45%. Okay, right, quickly, we'll see you after the next ad break.
Thank you very much, Arta.